Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a 2023 GR86 up in the lift, and we're gonna be doing a AWE exhaust that we partially pre-assemble so you guys can see how it looks and how more or less it's gonna be mounted on the car. We're about to remove the OEM one, and then I'm gonna show you guys how it sounds with this very nice exhaust. This one is resonated, but there's no muffler on the back. It sounds very good. I already heard this on another generation one, and it sounds amazing. So let's see how it sounds on this. Hey guys, so this video is more or less a how-to video. I'm gonna show you guys how I do this. I'm gonna spray a little bit of glass cleaner. I literally use this stuff for everything, and the reason why I do this is so I can have a little bit of slippage on the bushings. I use this tool. I love this thing. I wish I knew about this way before I actually bought it. I actually been owning this for a couple of years, but this would have saved my life probably a lot of times back when I started doing mechanical work. So I got two bushings out. I'm gonna have this one sprayed real quick. I'm gonna get this one out, and then again, this tool makes it look so easy. Except for this one, guys. Alright, that's out there. And I think that's it for our hooks. I think we may have one. No, we may have two more. Right up in there. I don't think so. This one we're gonna do that. This two, we're just gonna leave the bushings on the exhaust themselves, because I believe that the AWE system does not use that. So if I have a little bit of help of my friend on the camera, maybe we don't have this one hidden before. Maybe, just maybe. All right guys, so this is why I like to use the alignment rack as the muffler exhaust sort of lift, because I can just loose everything, lay it down, and then I'm gonna come over here to my flange, and then I'm gonna break this bolt loose. I have this one off a little bit. And then I'm gonna put the 14. All right, Jake, I'm gonna have you moving the exhaust just a little bit. So can you hold the camera and do that? Look at you. That's why they pay you the big money. Yeah. Yeah. If you are the pipe holder and the videographer. Oh god. All right guys, so I'm put this on the floor right now. Oh god. Jake is dying right there. All right, so this is the full assemble of the OEM exhaust. Guys, this is a massive resonator. Compared to that one right there, not a whole lot. And definitely that big old muffler is gonna go permanently on vacation. So all right, well, I'm gonna pre-assemble the front on my flange right here, right there on the car, and we'll be back at it, Jake. All right guys, so the same way we put it out, we'll pull it out. The flange is right back on. I have this one sort of loose. I slide the rod on that bushing, and now Jake is helping me installing the back part of it, the white pipe, or the T-pipe more or less. And now we just put the two together, or the three together, and put the rest of it. Take a look of a different angle. All right, so that one is on. Flange is right there. All right there. Okay, so even when we were more or less kind of pre-assembling this on the floor, you still want to leave every part of the connections loose until you kind of wiggle everything and everything kind of goes in the place it wants to be. Make sure that it's not hitting the cross member on the back, and make sure it's not rubbing on the drive shaft. Allow some room. The exhaust always moves and shifts as it kind of finds its place after its heat cycle. So I think this is a good place. I'm gonna start torquing everything down. All right, guys, quick tip. So I already torqued this one down. This is a 15 millimeter socket for those of you guys that are watching this how-to video. But quick tip, on any exhaust that is a slip-on type of flange, you always want to make sure that your exhaust is as far in as possible, and then you torque it. Not only that, but make sure that your flange, since it's a bolted kind of like a hose band sort of thing, hose clamp sort of thing, make sure it's not fully facing the bottom in case your car is low. You don't end up bottoming and scraping and removing and damaging the flange itself. I always like to put it to the side, not too much to the top, because it could end up rubbing with either the drive shaft or the body of the car, depending on your car. And it's also a little bit of a pain to kind of get it torqued. So kind of to the side, and make sure your pipe is all the way in. That way there's no leaks. All right, so the back part is done. We make sure we take everything and not, rubbing too close to anything. This one seems like if you move it too aggressive, it hits right there, but I don't think it's ever gonna move this dramatic, I guess. I don't think it's gonna move this much. So let's finish putting the tips, and let's kind of see how it looks. On the tips, I've done some other AWE exhaust, and got to play with the adjustment on it. Oh yeah, so these are tips. These are black chrome, and AWE provide you with the proper hardware. I'll put it right here like this, and put the nut on the bottom like so, and slide it in more or less to where you want it. And the first one we are going to adjust is how deep this one needs to go in order to be centered. All right, guys, for this one is a 16 millimeter. We're gonna go not crazy tight yet. Yeah, just like that, kind of snug. All right, guys, so I already have this one. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but this one is a 16 millimeter. I had already adjusted this one. This is the one for the tip is an 11. And what I do, since it's, like I said, it's a single exit, I'm just gonna put my thumb here and my hand kind of around the tip. That way I space out everything from the plastic. You don't want to end up melting the plastic. And then you torque this one right here, and then you end up torquing the tip itself. I'm gonna repeat the process on the other side, and it should be done. I also like to wipe it down with brake cleaner or something, just that way, since I'm touching it, it doesn't keep the fingerprint stained. So it's pretty straightforward. It's actually not too complicated. For those of you guys that don't have a lift, just be patient, because it might be uncomfortable on the floor, but it's doable. And so let's see how it sounds. Actually, let me finish the other side first and see how it sounds. I clean all the exhaust, and the job is done. I'm gonna drop the car down on the floor, and I'm gonna give you guys the first start up. The car is actually cold, so it's gonna be a first cold start. Let's see how it sounds. All right, guys, so it is gonna be the scenario on this one, unless AWE ever changes the packaging. Don't be surprised if you end up with 2 nuts and 2 bolts that are left. Why? Because on the same little bag, I've done a lot of AWE exhaust, and on the same little bag is the same part number that they use for the exhaust system that are quad tips. So don't be surprised, you're gonna have a little bit of hardware left. It's kind of cool in case something happens or one of your bolts ends up stripping or something, hey, you have a little bit left. Cool little thing that AWE always do, and kind of, I don't know, I seen it kind of cool every time. They send you a little candy so you guys can enjoy yourself as a reward after doing such a hard job. Alright guys, so the car is already warmed up. We're gonna put you to hear some music. Let's rev this puppy. Sounds really, really good. Actually, I don't think it's excessively loud. It's a little louder than stock for sure. But I don't think it's something you cannot manage on the road. We need to go and drive it and see how the drone really is, but I don't think it's gonna be a big deal, to be honest, because that resonator takes care of that. That is it for now, guys. If you like this video, comment down below, like and subscribe to our channel. We are back at it again. We're gonna be putting short videos for you guys. Some of them are gonna be DIY projects, some of them are gonna be how-to videos, some of them are gonna be tuning videos. So there's a lot more to come now at Avid Performance Shop YouTube channel. Thank you so much for the support. You guys out there have been amazing. Thank you guys for all of you guys that see me in person and say hi. We are in love with the community and we're in love with what we're doing. Thank you so much. Like and subscribe like I mentioned, and I'll see you on the next one, guys.